What's going on, guys? Master Shields here, Champions Martial Arts Center. This is Talk Tuesday, episode 18. On today's show, we have 3 amazing questions. Fun sleepover activities for kids, how to help your kids make money during the summertime, and the Seattle Mariners. Now, this has been a really rough weekend for me. I've had a battle in a really bad cold / allergy kind of a thing, and had a lot of time to really think about these questions, and so super excited about answering them today. Question number 1, what are some fun sleepover activities for kids? If you think about sleepovers, whenever kids come over to your house and they're just spending the night, the basic stuff that they're doing is video games, watching movies, and playing with toys. That's just kind of the standard issue sleepover. So how do you make them fun? How do you make them exciting? So think outside the box. You want to have an experience for your kids and their friends that everybody wants to be a part of. But you don't want to be that helicopter parent that's all in their business, because again, kids don't really want that to happen during sleepovers. So what are some things you can do? Think about what they're doing. They're playing video games, maybe on a 55-inch TV, you know, something a normal size TV. But what if they were playing video games on a 300-inch TV? Crazy concept, right? So you get a projector, put up a sheet on outside, and then now your kids have a movie theater outside. They're playing video games, they're playing Halo on this big 300-inch screen. They can watch movies on that. Tons of fun stuff. That's idea number 1. Have fort wars. Have them build forts in the house with blankets and pillows and things, and you know, interject Nerf guns into that when they're trying to have Nerf fights and all kinds of cool stuff that way. Laser tag. Have them build a fort outside, you know, pitch tents in the backyard, make it like a big huge camping trip where you have, you know, a fire and you roast marshmallows and make s'mores and all kinds of crazy cool stuff, but something different than the norm. Because I know if I'm going to go to your house and spend the night, we're probably watching one of a few movies that are out. We're playing a couple games that we've probably already played before, and we're playing with toys that we probably already always play with. So we want to make this a really fun experience, a fun time where kids are like, wow, that was so awesome. You know, again, you want to create lasting memories for your kids. I can tell you that when I was a kid, I'll never forget one time I spent them at my friend's house, and this is probably the worst story to tell you, but I'll never forget about it. We were spending over his house, and him and his brother made, you know, they always made stuff really fun. They played video games and just do crazy stuff, and one night we had a water fight inside their house. I know, horrible, I shouldn't tell you that, but it was the craziest, most fun I've ever had at a sleepover. Granted, his mom was super upset, but it was a really fun experience. Point being, you want to create fun, just life-lasting memories, stuff that'll be there forever with your kids, that your kids will be like, man, when I was 8 years old, my mom let, you know, so-and-so come over, we did this and this and this, and then mom made this big, huge, gigantic movie screen in the backyard, and we played video games till, you know, 3 in the morning, and we built forts, and we had fires, and we roasted marshmallows, and all kinds of awesome stuff, rather than just the typical standard sleepover. So try some of those ideas and let me know how they work. Question number 2, how do I help my kid make money during the summertime? You know, there's a lot of different ways that you can do this. There's a lot of things that you can do. You know, summertime, there's a lot of vacations that happen. Lots of people are in and out of town, and so, you know, kids always are trying to make a dollar here and there by cutting your grass, washing the car, typical stuff that we all expect. And so how do you make it where you are setting yourself apart from everybody else and doing things differently than all the other kids in your neighborhood? Because all the other kids in development want to wash your car, they want to cut your grass, they want to do those things that we all know is going to be there. But what if you stood out? What if you said, I'm going to cut your grass and edge your grass? What if you said, I'll cut your grass, fertilize your grass, water your plants, do this? You know, crazy concept. You know, it's something to think differently. You know, try and find other families that you know that are going on vacation. Then your kids can, you know, watch the house. They can water the lawn. They can cut the grass. They can do things and maintain things while they're gone. That's one idea. Think about people, having garage sales. During Saturday mornings would be the best time to make crazy money for your kids. Set up lemonade stands, but don't think just one stand. Think like Starbucks. What if you got all the kids in the development together and you created this lemonade chain where you had little lemonade stands throughout the whole development, and now people are just driving through and we have enough lemonade to go around for everybody, and so you can collectively create money for all these kids. Then you have mobile opportunities where the kids can deliver lemonade, deliver different things. One of my neighbors, they always make different kinds of foods, and that's an easy way that they make a little bit of cash on the side. Is they make a killer shepherd's pie, and absolutely the best shepherd's pie I've ever had. And they make it, and they'll sell them for $20, $30 here and there, and they're amazing. I'd rather have that than going and standing in line for 30 minutes at Olive Garden to try and get a seat where it's crowded and do that. So there's different things that you guys can do where you're cooking things, you're baking cookies, you're selling cookies and brownies and things like that. Another thing you can do is kids always have an allowance, and so think about weekends on garage sale days. Go garage sale and have them buy comic books or other things. This is a Gary Vee concept, the Gary Vee idea. Have them buy comic books or just little knickknacks and sell them on eBay and flip them. Sell them on Craigslist or OfferUp. If you buy a comic book for $1 and then they go and flip that same comic book for $7, you have a $6 profit. You just made a crazy return on that $1 investment. So there's a lot of things you can do throughout the summer. Washing cars is easy. Cleaning driveways, getting rid of excess dirt, trash, all types of different things that teach your kids responsibility and help them generate some money. And you can kind of mingle with neighbors and create that whole that Starbucks concept I told you about with all the different lemonade stands, and then that teaches your kids, giving them a business savvy mindset where they start managing it. So they have all these other little kids that are starting little lemonade stands, and then they're taking little small profits and percentages. So you create the stand, and I'll provide you with the lemonade, but I'm going to take a 30% cut while you take the other 70, and there's a lot of things that you can do, and so it really depends on how elaborate you want to go with how much money you want your kids to make over the summertime. Last question that we have is, what are your thoughts on the Seattle Mariners slump? The Seattle Mariners, if you're an avid sports fan like I am, I love watching sports, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, college football, go Buckeyes, any kind of sport. I love watching sports. And so if you've watched the Mariners over the course of time, the Mariners have always had a great first half of the season where you're like, wow, they're amazing. And then the second half of the season, after the All-Star break, they just go down. But what's happening now, we're noticing they had a phenomenal first half of the first half, and now they're kind of in this slump and they're trying to fight their way back out. So they've kind of already hit rock bottom where they fell so far behind in the first place standing, and now they're kind of trying to climb back up, but they haven't hit the All-Star break yet. So I don't think that they're out of the picture yet. If they're at the bottom of the pile and they're 32 games back, then yeah, I think you have a problem. But they're about 8 to 10 games back, I think, right now, and there's still plenty of baseball. You're still at everything up until the All-Star break, so I wouldn't really sweat it yet. So I think you got some opportunities to potentially see another playoff berth from them, but who knows? So that's kind of my 2 cents on the Mariners. I'm not throwing in the towel yet, but I'm being a little hopeful that we see them pick up things. So, hey guys, I want to thank you for watching the show this week. It's an absolute honor to be a part of your life week in and week out. I absolutely look forward to Tuesdays to answering your questions. So we have a lot of questions that have been coming in. If we haven't got to your questions yet, I promise we will answer them. We're getting them as fast as we can. So you know how it goes. Until next week, guys, you keep asking questions and I will keep answering.